I guess first just talk about kind of the rotation thoughts on Tanner going on Thursday and Casey on Friday.
You know, it brought us up to a lot of debate because Tanner only went 43 pitches. So we need them all. And Tanner's somebody that's thrown, has been starting games, and Davis, those are the two most likely to start. And Davis is thrown out of the pen, and Tanner has been a starter every outing, So we thought Davis would be more flexible as we go through the weekend. And if we use Cody Greenhill, then we could have Davis on a game 1 or game 2. So that's what it came down to. We both thought that probably Davis gave us our best start at Ole Miss last week. We thought the freshness of Tanner plus the competitiveness. We thought he'd be able to compete in a game 1 once we thought we were not being flexible with moving Casey and giving him full rest to keep him on game 2. Then it became Davis or Tanner. We elected Tanner, and a lot of that was because of the flexibility of Davis.
Did Tanner sort of all in on that? He come to you, say he was ready to go, or how did it sort of?
Once we got back, and Monday and yesterday, his bullpens and bounce back went so good that said he was ready for whatever the team wanted and asked of him, he was ready for. So.
Just a thought process now heading into this series, and maybe especially, bullpen and then offensively with the strikeouts. What's kind of the message for the team?
I think the team's doing fine. I think, they were in 2 tie game, 1-run game, even a tie game last night into the 7th late in the ball games. I think the most frustrated person has been me, to be honest with you. And, I support and bless our players, and I just believe in them so much to see them not have success or to win a moment has probably gotten the best of me. But I think the players are good. They're back home. We've won 27-5, I think, at home. We got a home series. We just went through a war of 3 out of 4 SEC weekends on the road. And I thought they made such a good push after starting 4-8, Maybe we're just liking that little push. But getting back home, we got to find it. And this is a huge series, and both teams are so invested in this series. I think maybe being at home, I think maybe, getting back into conference play at a home series is maybe exactly what the doctor ordered. But I think our players are doing great. I think the coach is just like trying to pull something out and try to pull a little warrior mentality down the stretch for his team.
How do you sort of handle left field? I know, just watch left field. How you handle it?
Yeah, I think we're back. We went from platoon to then Judd and then Connor, and you're just back to, probably day to day what pitchers on the mound, left, right, who's doing good. Judd played great last night. I just think we're back to back depending on who we think gives us the best chance against that starting pitcher with 2 or 3 at bats. So both are in the mix.
Everybody good and healthy and ready for this weekend?
I think so. That is really good to report this late in the year. A lot of teams go through a lot. So I think as long as our pitching reclaims itself a little bit and comes back out and we have some good starts, I think we're about as healthy as we could be this time of the year.
Will approach to the plate be something that y'all work on hard today? You look at the hitting with runners on, running scoring position last 4 games. It
will. I guess my short answer, we're 50-plus games into this deal. I can put you some 4-game pieces together to where it looks like we're the best hitting team since the 27 Yankees. And so my point is, I think it's almost as more something you talk through, and it's is it physical or is it mental? When I can show you a lot of 4-game stretches where we've been phenomenal, and but the strikeouts for sure in the last 4 games. That's just, you don't have to play a lot of defense when you're striking out. Our bullpen, guys been able to settle in and make pitches. It's just we haven't done that in this short period of time that we're putting a microscope to. But we've had some good stretches and good runs. I think it's a reset, and I think it's more mental than it is physical. And we're going to do some things physically today with practice, but at the same time, I think the mental approach is what gets us back on track sooner than anything else.
Not to look too far ahead, Butch, but if you had to start Jack Owen on a Tuesday night in Hoover, did last night make you feel even better about that?
It did. From kind of him getting a second chance in a Sanford start here at home, I liked. South Alabama start last week. He threw a great inning against Ole Miss, and he grinded. They got him in pitch count, but he worked hard for 4 innings last night. I think that's enough to earn our respect, and that we would give the ball to him on Tuesday. And I tell you what, if we felt like it was either way we play, that's going to be a humongous game. But I think if we thought like, oh, we don't need this game or we do need this game, either way, I think Jack's probably the answer, because I'm looking for a very competitive series for us and LSU. Both teams are going to do everything that we can, and I think we're both going to use a lot of pieces, and I think Jack will be cycled and be our freshest, best option probably on Tuesday, no matter how this series versus LSU shakes out.
And what can you tell us about LSU?
Well, I just go to their lineup still. I go Bo Jordan. He's been hitting the leadoff spot, but he's got a flair for dramatic, and he's a good player. Center field and right field's always had my attention. I just think Watson's a phenomenal player, athlete. I put Duplantis in that category. So they not only can beat you with their bat, but their legs and their athleticism can really play. Hess, if Hess is on, he's as good as anybody in the league. So Zach's pitched in a World Series, and he's got that experience and is definitely capable. Probably their number 2 starter has probably been the hottest guy for them all year. Getting them starters out, I think, is on paper what you're trying to do to get to a bullpen as quick as you can. But when I started spending a lot of time on them this morning, just those quality pieces that they still have offensively, how good we got to pitch to keep down a lineup in a hungry ball club that's won their last 2 SEC series.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.